How are you?
I'm fine. How was your week?
Good, teacher. As the same as always. Same activities, same routines, same habits. What about you?
Busy every day. Every day is a busy day.
Yeah, yeah, really.
Never 2 days are the same.
Mhm. And what about you?
Never two
On
days.
Saturday, do you have another group of English or not?
I teach English all day, every day, but groups, it's only you and the other group, and then my own
Yeah,
private one. But mostly I work one-to-one.
yeah. Oh, really?
Yes. But yes. Nobody's connecting. Pass didn't connect again. We are, it's just the two of us.
Yeah.
So, did you look at the material we have?
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, so I want to hear you.
Okay. So I will start with tourism vocabulary review, right?
Yeah.
Number one, tourist attractions, a place that tourists visit for its interest or beauty. The Eiffel Tower. So sightseeing, the activity of visiting places of interest in a city or region. Travel agency, a business that arrange travel and accommodation for client. Itinerary, a detailed
Itinerary.
plan of journey. Yes, itinerary, a detailed plan of a journey, including dates and places to be visited. Accommodation, a place to stay, such a hotel, hostel, or Airbnb. All inclusive, a package that includes everything, meal, train, and activities. Backpacker, a traveler who often travels on a budget and carries their seat in a backpack. Ecotourism, responsible travel to natural areas that conserve the environment. Jet lag, the tiredness you feel after your flights, crossing time zones, local cuisines, traditional food from the area you're visiting or visiting. Then long reading a journey through Southeast Asia. A journey
Southeast
through Southeast
Asia.
Asia. Yes. Oh, yes. It's is what is the meaning? So sureste.
Yes, Southeast.
Could yeah, southeast, yes. Last summer I took the most unforgettable trip of my life. A month-long adventure to Southeast Asia. My journey began in Thailand, where I
My
spent a few
journey.
days in Bangkok,
My
taking
journey.
my journey
Yes.
began
The
in
word is
Thailand,
journey.
journey with the or er sound.
Yes, journey.
Journey began in Thailand, where I spent a few days in Bangkok, taking in the vibrant street life, visiting famous tourist attractions like the Grand Palace and Wateroo. I don't know what is the word and how to pronounce the WAT and ARUM. That's the name of the place, right?
Yes.
I booked my flights and accommodation through a local travel agency, which helped me craft the perfect itinerary. That's right?
Itinerary, yes.
Itinerary. So from there, I traveled to Chiang Mai for some ecotourism experiences. I stayed in an ecology. That is a good pronunciation.
Yes.
Lanchi,
Yes.
Latsi. Okay. Near a national park, enjoying a guided trek through the jungle. It was
The jungle.
amazing to see how, yes, the
Jungle.
jungle with that sound,
Yes.
the jungle. It was amazing to see how these tours support local communities and educated tourists about conversation. And then, oh, here comes this. In Vietnam, I met a group of backpackers who invited me to join them on a road trip along the coast.
The coast.
We rode the coast. Then we we rode scooters through small villagers.
Village.
Village. Wait for me. And sampled the local cuisine. That's right?
Cuisine. Cuisine.
Cuisine. From, teacher, why is that? How do you pronounce that? PHO? From? Fu could be? Or fu?
Yes, but that is like the type of cuisine from there.
Okay, I got it. From Phu in Hanoi to fresh seafood in Da Nang, I loved the flexibility of this part of the trip. We made spontaneous stops for sightseeing, often discovering hidden gems
Hidden.
far from the usual tourist trail. Sorry?
Hidden.
What's
The
the
word is
pronunciation, teacher?
hidden.
Hidden.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Hidden. Yeah. Hidden gems. What is gems?
Gems. Gems. The word is
Gems.
gems. Yes. Hidden gems.
What's the
Hidden
meaning of
gems.
that? Gems. Cosas
Joyas.
perdidas.
No.
Far from the
Joyas
usual tourist trail.
escondidas.
Joyas.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Joyas
So
escondidas.
after flying, yeah. Yeah. So after flying to Bali, I was hit with a bit of jet lag, but the island's peaceful beaches and welcoming atmosphere helped me recover quickly. I chose an all-inclusive resort for the last few days to just relax and reflect on the journey. Traveling through Southeast Asia not only introduced me to incredible landscapes and cultures, but also helped me grow as a person. I learned to be more adaptable. Is correct to pronounce like that?
It's okay because I'm going to read it again so that you can hear the pronunciation.
Okay. Adaptable or adaptable, open-minded, and appreciative of the world's diversity.
Appreciative.
It was more than appreciative. Appreciative. So it was more than holiday. It was a life-changing experience. That's all. And then we read the pasta vision both for and hospitality vocabulary followed by exercises. I will continue with the next one.
No, I'm going to read now.
Okay.
Read. Why isn't it opening? It's just the two of us today. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, the first one. Tourism vocabulary review.
Yeah.
Tourist attraction, a place that tourists visit for its interest or beauty. The Eiffel Tower. Sightseeing, the activity of visiting places of interest in a city or region. Travel agency, the business that arranges travel and accommodation for clients. Itinerary, detailed plan of a journey, including dates and places to be visited. Accommodation, a place to stay, such as a hotel, hostel, or Airbnb. All inclusive, a package that includes everything: meals, drinks, and activities. Backpacker, a traveler who often travels on a budget and carries their things in a backpack. Ecotourism, responsible travel to natural areas that conserves the environment. Jet lag, the tiredness you feel after long flights crossing time zones. Local cuisine, traditional food from the area you're visiting. A journey through Southeast Asia. A journey through Southeast Asia. Last summer, I took the most unforgettable trip of my life, a month-long adventure through Southeast Asia. My journey began in Thailand, where I spent a few days in Bangkok, taking in the vibrant street attractions like the Grand Palace and Wat Arun. I booked my flights and accommodation through a local travel agency, which helped me craft the perfect itinerary. From there, I traveled to Chiang Mai for some ecotourism experiences. I stayed in an eco lodge near a national park and joined a guided trek through the jungle. It was amazing to see how these tours supported local communities and educated tourists about conservation. In Vietnam, I met a group of backpackers who invited me to join them on a road trip along the coast. We rode scooters through small villages and sampled the local cuisine. From Po to Hanoi to fresh seafood in Da Nang. I love the flexibility of this part of the trip. We made spontaneous stops for sightseeing and discovering hidden gems far from the usual tourist trail. After flying to Bali, I was hit with a bit of a jet lag, and the island's peaceful beaches and welcoming atmosphere helped me recover quickly. I chose an all-inclusive resort for the last few days to just relax and reflect on the journey. Traveling through Southeast Asia not only introduced me to incredible landscapes and culture, but also helped me grow as a person. I learned to be more adaptable, open-minded, and appreciated the world's diversity. It was more than a holiday, it was a life-changing experience. So now you can read again for the pronunciation.
Okay. All of them, the tourism vocabulary review. So, tourist attraction, a place that tourists visit for interest or beauty. The Eiffel Tower. Sightseeing, the activity of visiting places or interest in a city or region. Travel agency, a business that arranges travel and accommodation for clients. Itinerary, it's a detailed plan of journey, including date and places to be visited. Accommodation, a place to stay, such as the hotel, hostel, or Airbnb. All-inclusive, a package that includes everything: meals, drink, and activities. Backpackers, a traveler who often travels on a baggage and carries their sink in a backpack. Ecotourism, responsible travel to natural areas that conserve the
Natural.
environment. Natural, natural areas that conserves the environment. Jet lag, the tiredness you feel after a long flight crossing time zones. Local cuisine, traditional foods from the area you're visiting. Last summer, I took the most unforgettable trip of my life. Among love, a month-long adventure through Southeast Asia. My journey began in Thailand, where I spent a few days in Bangkok, taking in the vibrant street life and visiting famous tourist attractions like the Grand Palace and Wat Room. I booked my flights and accommodation through a local travel agency, which helped me craft the perfect itinerary. From there, I traveled to Chiang Mai for some ecotourism experience. I stayed in a eco oh eco lodge. You said
Yes,
yes, teacher.
yes.
Yeah, in college is near a national park and joined a guided trek through the jungle.
Jungle.
It was amazing. Jungle. It was amazing to see how these stores support local communities and educate tourists about conservation. In Vietnam, I met a group of backpackers who invited me to join them on a road trip along the coast. We rode a scooter through a small village and sampled the local cuisine, from pho in Hanoi to fresh seafood in Da Nang. I love the flexibility of the part of the trip. We made a spontaneous stop for sightseeing, often discovering hidden gems far from the usual tourist trail. After flying to Bali, I was hit with a bit of jet lag, but the islands, peaceful beaches, and welcoming atmosphere. What's the pronunciation? What's the correct pronunciation, teacher? So in the second one, is the stress, or in the first one, atmosphere or atmospheric?
Atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
Yes.
Atmosphere. Atmosphere. Thank you. Help me recover quickly. I chose an all-inclusive resort for the last few days to just relax and reflect on the journey. Traveling through Southeast Asia not only introduced me to incredible landscapes and cultures, but also helped me grow as a person. I learned to be more adaptable, open-minded, and appreciative of the world's diversity. It was more than a holiday. It was a life-changing experience.
Changing.
Says
Life
diverse.
changing.
Life changing. Changing. Changed. Yeah? Changing. Diversity. Yes, teacher?
Diversity, yes.
Diversity. It was more than a holiday. It was a life-changing experience.
Okay.
What happened with then?
Now we will do, nobody today is in our class. Today is just you and me.
Yes.
Okay, the second one, right?
Yeah. Last weekend, Julia flew to Paris for a short holiday. She arrived at the airport 2 hours before departure, went straight to the check-in counter, and dropped off her suitcase. After going through the security check, she found her gate and waited patiently with her boarding pass in hand. Luckily, there was no delay and the flight was smooth. When she arrived in Paris, she followed the signs to baggage claim, picked up her luggage, and went through customs without any custom. The O is a short sound, right?
Yes.
Custom, without any trouble. Customs. Yeah. Customs without any trouble. Outside the airport, a driver was waiting to take her to the hotel. At the hotel reception, she confirmed her reservation and gave her room key. The receptionist told her about the, oh my gosh, I don't know what's the meaning, and I don't know how to pronounce that. Amenities. Amenities could be?
Amenities.
Amenity. Amenities. Including a rooftop pool, free breakfast, and a fitness center. Julia asked the concert. Is correct to say concert?
The concierge.
Concert. To book a city tour for the next day. Her room was a double room with a beautiful view of the Eiffel Tower, After a
Eiffel
long
Tower.
Eiffel.
Tower, yes.
Okay, Eiffel Tower. Tower. After a long day, she ordered room service and relaxed. She planned to ask for a late takeout so she could enjoy the morning without rushing. Julia loved all-inclusive service and was impressed by the housekeeping staff who kept everything spotless. Good. Then that's all. And then we had the comprehension question.
Mm-hmm.
Will you read for me as a correct way? And I will check
Okay.
my pronunciation. It was okay or not.
We did the second one now. No. Smooth trip to Paris, that one.
What? What teacher would you say? Sorry.
Last weekend, Julia flew to Paris for a short holiday. She arrived at the airport 2 hours before departure and went straight to the check-in counter and dropped off her suitcase. After going through the security check, she found her gate and waited patiently with a boarding pass in hand. Luckily, there was no delay and the flight was smooth. When she arrived in Paris, she followed the signs to baggage claim, picked up her luggage, and went through customs without any trouble. Outside the airport, a driver was waiting to take her to the hotel. At the hotel reception, she confirmed her reservation and got her room key. The receptionist told her about the amenities, including a rooftop pool, free breakfast, and a fitness center. Julia asked the concierge to book a city tour for the next day. Her room was a double room with a beautiful view of the Eiffel Tower. After a long day, she ordered room service and relaxed. She planned to ask for a late checkout so she could enjoy the morning without rushing. Julia loved the all-inclusive service and was impressed by the housekeeping staff who kept everything spotless. Okay.
Nobody connect.
No. No. Now you can do the exercises.
Okay. The first one could be, can we word just orally, or I will write all about them?
Up to you.
If I try to comprehend without writing absolutely anything, could be, how early did Julia arrive at the airport? Could be, she arrived at the airport 2 hours before departure.
2 hours before departure.
Yeah. What did she do after going through the security check? Went straight to the check-in counter and dropped off her suitcase. After going through the security check, she found her gate and waited patiently with her boarding pass in hand. Waited patiently with her boarding pass in hand.
Yes.
Was her flight delayed? There was no delay and the flight was smooth. Yes, there was not. Was her flight delayed? Not it wasn't. Not, no, her flight wasn't delayed. There was no delay, there was no delay, and the flight was smooth. Teacher, what's the meaning? The flight was smooth, smooth. It's like
Smooth, it was fine. Smooth is soft.
good. Soft, yeah. But in this context, this was a good flight.
Yes. Yes, that it was
What
a good
service?
and soft flight.
What service did the hotel offer as amenities? So, amenities in Spanish is like entrada,
No.
amenizar, could
Amenities
be,
are extra things.
no? Can you repeat again, teacher? Sorry.
Amenities are the privileges. What? What were
They
you
will
saying?
tell her about the amenities included at route. Oh, it could be so a presentation, right? About where they will go or they will in to. So she confirmed her reservation and got her own key. The receptionist told her about the amenities, included a roast of food, free breakfast, and it could be a presentation about where they will go to stay, right?
Yes.
Okay, who helped you to book a city tour? So, Julie asked the concert to book a city tour. The concerts could be, right? Well, who helped the concert? The concert helped Julia to book a city tour. That's right.
Yes.
It is okay, my answer, teacher?
Yes.
Okay. So what kind of room did Julia have? Her room was a double room with a beautiful view of the Eiffel Tower. That's right. What did you want to check out? Why? Service relaxed, she plans to go out for a late out. She could enjoy the morning without rushing. I really don't remember right now why it's a rushing. So
A what?
bother could be bother.
No, rush is to do
Rushing.
things fast.
So
Mhm.
yeah. She could enjoy the morning without rush. So sin apuro.
Yes.
Yeah. What did she want to late out? Because she want to enjoy the morning without rushing. Gina loved to all inclusive service and was impressed by the housekeeping staff who kept everything less. That's right.
Okay.
Ahora, so let me tell you something in Spanish. So, ahora me pierdo menos de como cuando empecé recién. Era muy mecánico al querer traducir todo. Ahora que ya sé gran parte de los vocabularios, ya trato de, how to say, put together, combine the meaning, interpretar, and
The
it's
thing with
easier.
the thing with translating is that you spend a lot of time and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Yes, that's so. Cuando empezaba, sí, eso hacía. Pero ahora como ya tengo, pienso yo, que creo, o sea, que conozco más o menos, o sea, mucho más de lo que hay en los temas, entonces me es mucho más fácil relacionar directo. Y uno o dos, no sé si me suelo perder, pero al relacionar, de igual manera lleva a buen puerto. What do you think about that?
Yes, that is a good one.
Y no traduzco, sino trato de entender. Por el traducir sí es una pérdida de tiempo que a veces con el uso en diferentes términos y significados de las palabras confunden mucho. Pues al no ser utilizados, when we don't use much words, and it's confused. It's sometimes confused.
Very confusing.
Yeah, very
Not
confusing.
confused.
Okay. Yes. Someone is confused. Something is confusing. And then I will finish. Oh no. Much the word to its definition. Blanca is here, teacher.
Yes. Blanca.
Mm.
Hi.
How are you? Now we want to hear you read everything.
uh, you are in the what's that exercise? 1, 2, or 3?
All of them, Blanca.
We
All
did
of them.
all of them. Now you.
Okay.
We want to hear you read.
Okay. It's about reading passage. A small
The first one.
trip. The first one. Oh, a ver. Okay, now. A tourist vocabulary review.
Yes.
Okay, a tourist attraction, a place that tourists visit for its interest or beauty. What is EH? The Eiffel Tower.
It's the name.
Sightseeing, the activity of visiting places of interest in a city or region.
Region.
Travel region. Travel agency, a business that arrange travel and accommodation for clients. Itinerary, the delay plan of a journey, including days and places to be visited. And accommodation is a place to stay, such as a hotel, hostel, or Airbnb. Airbnb.
Airbnb.
Airbnb. All inclusive, a package that includes everything: meals, drinks, and activities. Packers, a traveler who often travels on a baggage and carries their things in a backpack. This is a mochilero, maybe?
Yes, backpacker.
Ecotourism, responsible travel to natural areas that conserve the environment. Jet lag, the tiredness you feel after long flights crossing time zones. This is when maybe cross the ocean to the America and to Europe, maybe.
Yes, when you travel.
Cuando se cruza el charco. Local quiz, how to read this? Cuisine or cuisine? Cuisine?
Cuisine.
Cuisine, local cuisine, traditional foods from the area you're visiting. A long reading, a journey through Southeast Asia. 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 I read this text. Oh,
but
yeah.
now Joaquin can read for the pronunciation and you can hear Blanca because
Okay.
I already read for him.
Okay.
So tourist attractions, all of them, teacher?
Yes, for the pronunciation.
Okay. Tourist attractions, a place that tourists visit for its interest or beauty. The Eiffel Tower. Sightseeing, the activity of visiting places of interest in a city or region. Travel agency, a business that arranges travel and accommodation for clients. Itinerary, a detailed plan of journey, including dates and places to be visited. Accommodation, a place to stay such as hotel, hostel, or Airbnb. All inclusive, a package that includes everything, meals, drink, and activities. Backpackers, a traveler who often travels on a baggage and carries their things in a backpack. Ecotourism, responsible travel to natural areas that conserves the environment. Jet lag, the tiredness you feel after a long flight crossing time zones. Local cuisine, traditional food from the area you're visiting. Yep.
Okay, Blanca, what about now if you do it?
I read the paragraph, the first
Yes.
paragraph. Oh, okay. Last, a journey through Southeast Asia. Last summer, I took the most unforgettable trip of my life. A month-long adventure through Southeast Asia. The pronunciation is correct. The Southeast Southeast Asia. My journey began in Thailand, where I spent a few days in a backcountry, taking in the vibrant street life and visiting famous tourist attractions like the Grand Palace and Wat Arun. I booked my flights and accommodation through a local travel agency, which helped me grasp the perfect itinerary. And next paragraph is itinerary. Joaquin is the next.
No, it's all of you.
Oh. You read. Yeah. Okay, sorry, and I'm late.
No.
I forgot that.
Yes, you're late. He already did everything.
Okay, from there I traveled to Chiang Mai for some ecotourist experience. I stay in an ecology near a national park and joined a guided trek through the jungle. It was amazing to see how these stores support local communities and educated tourists about conservation. In Vietnam, I met a group of backpackers who invited me to join them on a road trip along the coast. We rode scooters through small beach and how to say that sample the local cuisine.
The local cuisine
from pho in, oh my god, this vocabulary is very rare. Pho in Hanoi of fresh seafood in Da Nang. Oh, qué lugares más raros, nunca escuché. I love it
because it's far.
Yeah, I love it. The flexibility of this part of the trip. We made spontaneous stops for sightseeing, often discovering hidden gems far from the usual tourist trail. After flying to Bali, I was hit with a bit of the jet lag. Seguro. But is Iceland or islands?
Island.
Islands. Fair islands, peaceful beaches and welcoming atmosphere that helped me recover quickly. I chose and oh my god, I want to put my glasses because it's difficult for me to read. Oh my god. Oh, my glasses. Always I forgot this. Okay. Beaches and welcome. ¿Dónde me quedé? I chose an all-inclusive resort for the last few days to just relax and reflect on the journey. Traveling through Southeast Asia not only introduced me to incredible landscapes and cultures, but also helped me grow as a person. I learned to be more adaptable, open-minded, and appreciative on the world's diversity. I was more than a holiday. It was a life-changing experience. Wow. It's long text, teacher.
A little bit. A little bit.
Do you know this place or no? Or
No, I never
no?
went.
Landscapes is paisaje, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
What
the
is
exercises.
okay.
Yes.
Two.
What is
Simple.
sample?
Simple.
Simple is simple. Sample is ejemplo.
Simple. Okay. Exercise 2 or 3.
All of them are for you.
Yes,
Oh
because
my
he
God.
did it already.
I did them.
Oh, pero fue un viernes yo hice solita también.
Yes, it was just the two of us.
Yes. I am alone. I was alone. Okay, the vocabulary match the words to its definition, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, the first one is comprehension question, teacher.
The first one is the comprehension one.
Okay. Sorry, yo me salté. Okay. Answer the following question in full sentences, right? No, hoy. The first is, okay, that a text, okay. And then I going to the second exercise, right?
Yes.
That's it. A comprehension question?
The comprehension questions, no.
Okay. A mí me sale el 2S. Oh. The exercise is about it's about Paris. Reading passage.
The reading passage.
Passage. Is this? Or no?
Is that one? Yes.
Okay. A mí me parece totalmente diferente los ejercicios, no sé por qué. A ver. No me abre. Ouch. No sé por qué, a ver. Mm. No entiendo por qué no me abre. A ver.
It's strange.
Mm. Okay, now. Okay. A reading passage. Small street to Paris, right?
That is the reading passage.
I read that.
Yes.
Okay. Last weekend, Julia flew to Paris for a short holiday. She arrived at the airport 2 hours before departure, went straight to the check-in counter and dropped off her suitcase. Oh, after going through the security check, she found her gate and waited patiently with her boarding pass patiently with her boarding pass in hand. And luckily there was no delay and the flight was smooth. When she arrived in Paris, she followed the signs to baggage claim, picked up her luggage, and went through customs without any trouble. Outside the airport, a driver was waiting to take her to the hotel. At the hotel reception, she confirmed her hotel reception. She confirmed her reservation and got her room okay. The receptionist told her about the amenities, including a rooftop pool, free breakfast, and a fitness center. Julia asked the concierge to book a city tour for the next day. Her room was a double room with a beautiful view of the Eiffel Tower. Wow. After a long day, she ordered room service and relaxed. She planned to ask for a late checkout so she could enjoy the morning without rushing. Julia loved the inclusive service and was impressed by the housekeeping staff who kept everything spotless. What is housekeeping?
The people who clean the house.
Okay. And spotless. Everything spotless. What is rooftop? Is including a rooftop.
Rooftop is at the view at the top. Yes.
Okay. And fitness center is a gimnasio.
Yes, a fitness center.
I must answer the questions, comprehension questions.
Comprehension questions, yes.
Okay, Sorry, I didn't see. How early did Julia arrive at the airport? I think it's 2 hours before, right? Yes.
Yes.
And what did she do after going through the security check? She dropped off her suitcase. Was her flight delayed? Was her flight delayed?
The flight delayed is when the flight is late.
Yes. Her flight was delayed. It was smooth. Flight was
Yes.
It's yes, right? Is yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What services did the hotel offer as what is amenities? Sorry.
It's the all the plus things, all the extras.
I think it's free breakfast or no, including
Yes.
Including a rooftop pool, free breakfast, and the fitness centers. What services did who helped Julia books as editor? Ask the concierge to book as editor for the next day. The number is a W room, and 7 is why Julia. Because she enjoyed the morning without rushing. Julia loved it all, include service, and was impressed by the housekeeping. Oh. And the vocabulary match, right? Too? Oh.
Yes, that too.
Oh my God, this is all for me.
We were waiting.
Oh my God.
Late.
Adventure.
That's the reason.
This is today is Adventure Day. Concierge at the let me see. Number the letter A is and letter A is number 3. For the worker who helps with a special request. Or no? And number letter B is layover. What is layover?
It's a stopover. A layover is a stopover.
Oh. Check-in is letter C is Number 2, the act of registering at a hotel or airport is checking. The baggage claim is number 7. Amenities is I don't remember what is amenities.
All the extras that you add, that is amenities. The extras of the hotel.
Services. The
If there's a
service.
swimming pool, the swimming pool is an amenity.
Okay. So it's services like a gym, pool. Okay. Number 4. Boarding pass is a break between connecting flight. And housekeeping is
A boarding pass is what makes you be able to get on the plane.
booking a room in advance.
A boarding pass is not booking a room. Joaquin?
No. Joaquin, help me, please.
Yes, teacher.
Help, Blanca.
What letter?
And boarding pass. Boarding pass.
I choose for boarding pass. Number 1, a card that lets you.
Number 1, a card that lets you get on a plane.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And housekeeping is a person that clean the
Housekeeping, the staff who clean the hotel room.
Yes. And reservation is already.
Reservation is number 5. Booking a room in advance.
Yes, it is. Okay. Booking a room in advance. Good. Okay. Thank you, Joaquin.
You're welcome, my friend. My best mate.
Okay. And then is number 4, right? The last, maybe.
Yes.
Este tiene un problema que no me quiere abrir el WhatsApp. A ver si vuelvo a descargar y así me abre. No sé por qué. This is airport vocabulary?
Yes.
Okay. Joaquin is...
Joaquin did it already.
Yeah? Okay, good. No
What happened with you, Blanca?
Oh my God.
Joaquin doesn't want to do anything anymore. He's like, no, done.
Yeah, that's true.
Any else online or no?
Nobody. It's just
Oh my
us.
God.
Just 3 of us. Come on. But it's okay.
Okay. Well, checking the process of confirming your arrival at the airport and receiving a boarding pass. Boarding pass, the document that allows you to enter the plane. And gate is the area where passengers wait to board their flight, and security check the place where bags and passengers are screened. Departure when a flight leaves the airport. Arrival when a flight lands at the destination. Layover, a stop between two flights. Baggage claim, the place where you collect your luggage after a flight. Customs, the checkpoint where your bags and documents may be inspected when entering a country. Delay, when a flight is late or postponed. Hospitality, vocabulary, reservation, booking a room or service in advice. Acá estaba toda la respuesta.
Yes.
Oh my God. Reception. The front desk of a hotel where guests check-in. This word I can't pronounce it well.
I can pronounce.
I can pronounce well. Concierge.
Concierge.
A hotel employee who helps guests with services like booking tours or getting transportation. Housekeeping, the staff responsible for cleaning and maintaining rooms. Room service, food or drinks delivered to a guest room. Check-in, check-out, the process of arriving at or leaving a hotel. Amenities, extra services or facilities, cool gym, free Wi-Fi. Double room, single room, types of hotel rooms based on the number of the pets or guests. Late checkout when a guest leaves the room after the normal checkout time, and all inclusive a hotel package that includes meals, drinks, and sometimes activities. Oh my God. Match the word to its definition. This is not the same, the last exercise, or no?
It's not the same. Not the same, the same.
Okay. Concierge. Now, yes, concierge. A hotel worker who helps with special requests is a three. A lay lover is a break between connected side. Check-in is the act of registering at the hotel or airport, and baggage claim is number 7, place to pick up your luggage after flight. Amenity is number 4, services like a gym pool or free Wi-Fi. A boarding pass is a card that lets you get on a flight. A boarding pass, this is F is 1. Housekeeping is a staff who clean the hotel rooms. And reservation is oh my God, I lost that. No lo encuentro. Booking a room in advance. Right?
Yes.
Okay. I finished. Wow. Joaquin, I finished, right? Or no? Joaquin left.
No,
He
I'm
left.
here.
Okay. They are surprised. Surprise. Um, ok. Y la única manera de bajar los materiales es guardar.
We are all very quiet.
Yes. It's Friday, so it's, it's
What happened with the
more
other one?
relaxed.
They don't communicate anything about their absence.
Nothing. Not to me. I don't know. Maybe with the coordinator.
Mm,
But this is normal. Start a lot of people and then
It's a normal. Yes.
yes, all the courses is the
but how
same.
is gonna be normal if someone really care about something? Is not a normal. But I mean, for me, none. It's not a normal that because I really need to learn more about English, and then I try and keep going. That's my opinion.
Yes. But because it's Friday, maybe a lot of people have other activities or something to do. I don't know. But maybe they let the coordinator know. I don't know. But we started a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyone want to go to Paris?
No.
No.
And south of France, yes, but in Paris, no.
What about you, teacher?
I want to go to Paris. I one day want to travel more. Unfortunately, it's very expensive.
You asked that we go like to you go to Paris, right? Or si estuvimos en París. I don't understand.
No, I would like to go and visit. I've been to Paris already.
Yes, sure. Of course, I go like. But I know of the last travel. I went to the south of France. Is the limit of Spain and France.
Teacher, How many countries have you visited?
Argentina, Brazil, Chile. Seven.
Really? That's a lot. What about you, Blanca?
Well, I visit Argentina, Brazil, Colombia, Peru, and South America, and Europe, Spain, Italy, Andorra. I don't know that you know the Andorra Principado. And that's it.
Wow, so interesting.
And you?
I had my mother's house in Argentina, and I went there just many times because I visited her, or then could be because with she lived there with my little brothers and sisters. And then I remember when I went to Brazil for a competition, for a stylist competition, could be. But all of them were um, for education, so or work, not as a vacation or a holiday.
But this is
But
so interesting. For worker is good to travel.
yeah,
Where do you learn about this your profession, the
with
style?
my with my mom, with my mom the
Oh,
first, and then I went for all the institute that she went to with um with Luis de León, Roberta Caballero, la primera escuela estilista, and then Dino.
good school, good place for learn.
Yes, Mirta de Charmé, and
Oof,
then
Mirta de Charme is
Ramiro Ruiz, Carolina Cuenca.
wow. So you are an excellent stylista. Estilista is the
Stylist.
name
Yeah,
in English? Stylist,
I'm,
yes.
I'm a stylist and makeup artist. Yeah,
Mm. You are makeup style
and
of
I'm a
say
stylist and makeup artist.
makeup artist. Okay, I studied makeup in for 3 years, but I don't work as a makeup.
No,
No,
where did you
and
study?
Joseph,
Really? I was
yeah.
studied with Shelby Scatiana, with
Wow.
the best makeup artist in our country.
Mm. But you now your local is in Boscada, right?
Yes, I had in Emboscada City. I don't work too much here because I had the another work that I work as a teacher. But I had many people to work for me
Ah,
in
okay.
my barber.
So your
Okay,
local
that is good.
is big. It's big. So in your local, your place.
Yeah, I have everything that someone can need to the people need. We work on her skin, face, nails, and eyelash, eyebrow.
Everything.
Yes, everything that is.
That
They
is
were
good.
about all of the service. Yeah.
But we're finished for today and see you on Wednesday.
Okay,
Teacher.
thank you.
Bye
Have a
bye.
wonderful weekend. Bye bye.
You too.
Bye bye. Have a nice weekend.
You too. Bye.
Bye.